My city shot, my city shot, my city shot, oh, better keep your pole, don't get shot up. My city.
Freddie made this beat.
Yeah, I'm still gonna remember all them days that we were broke. Then we had to get.
Like that pussy's gonna have to make a move. There's rats in your crew and it's proven on the news. How you a witness, nigga? How you can bitch? Little nigga stick out a switch, nigga. Make him lose his voice like he buddy. I be on hots when I ride in my city. Let a nigga try a thing, it's gonna get.
On January 8, 2020, Ottawa rapper Toka Daero was shot in an early morning attack that left 3 others injured and claimed the life of his cousin, fellow Ottawa rapper FTG Metro. A bullet tore through Toka's neck, shattering his teeth and jaw, but narrowly missing his brain. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, and many feared he would never speak again. Doctors performed a tracheostomy, a procedure that creates an opening in the neck to allow air and oxygen to reach the lungs, leaving him unable to speak for months. But against all odds, Toka made a miraculous recovery. Just 6 months after the shooting, he defied expectations by dropping a music video. Though he survived and regained his voice, the injury permanently altered his tone, marking a lasting reminder of that life-changing night.
Turn my bro and I swear I turn to savage. Nowadays I gotta ride around with that homie. Can't let a pussy nigga turn me to a homie. Pull up, yeah, get out, yeah. Shots out, we out, yeah. Ride out, scare off, yeah. You ain't my bro, then I can't follow. Boot it up, I'm with red shooters, we spin a band right out of Cybertruck. That boy got put I was in the club with Polo G. Bro got no license, park the car and get on feet.
Police were called to Percy and Nepean streets around 9:45 Sunday night. The victim has been identified as 18-year-old Quinton Dorsainville. He wore number 99 for the Canada Knights and moved to Florida after the 2023 season to pursue football. A tribute on Instagram from the Cumberland Panthers says a lot of us are hurting today after hearing about our brother Big Q. Police say a man in his 20s was also shot and has been released from hospital.
Rapper Toka Daero has fired back with a diss track aimed at Gigi Chevy, reigniting tensions between the two. The beef between them took a tragic turn on September 15, 2024, when Gigi Chevy and his younger brother Quinton were both shot following an altercation outside the Shottawa concert. Sadly, Quinton later succumbed to his injuries. That same night, 2Time was on Ritchie Street shooting a music video with Polo G. Some believe tensions escalated after Gigi Chevy and Toka Daero's camps crossed paths at the concert, especially after Shottawa surprised the crowd by bringing out Polo G on stage. This was significant because Gigi Chevy had performed as an opening act earlier that night, making it likely that all parties were in the building at the same time.
And there's still mamas grieving. On Valentine we're flying, still smoking every season. Dead guys, I'm still gonna make it out the churches for my dead guys. But it's a scary side when you...
Good afternoon. We begin with an investigation into a Valentine's Day homicide. Ottawa police say an 18-year-old man showed up at a hospital with gunshot wounds last night before succumbing to his injuries.
We know the victim has been identified as 18-year-old Omar Al-Khalidi.
At 6:27 p.m., Al-Khalidi was dropped off by a friend in the south parking lot of the Blair Court Community Housing Complex near Coronation Park. He and another passenger exited the vehicle before it drove away. While the other passenger walked away, Al-Khalidi approached a white Honda Civic parked in a visitor space just 2 minutes earlier. He then sat in the front passenger seat. The 17-year-old shooter ordered a taxi just before 6 p.m. that evening from a Russell Heights community housing complex on Russell Road and took the 5-minute ride to the corner of Station Boulevard and Coronation Avenue. His image was captured on the taxi's onboard camera as he carried a backpack and wore a hoodie with a distinctive mask covering the lower half of his face. He paid the taxi fare in cash and next appeared on surveillance cameras walking around the parking lot at the Station Boulevard housing complex between 6:02 and 6:27 p.m. The shooter was seen at 6:34 p.m., approaching the car from the passenger side, pointing a revolver and firing a single shot that struck Al-Khalidi through the window. The killer immediately fled on foot toward Lindsay Street, leaving his gray backpack behind in the parking lot. Residents saw him running up the street and into a backyard, where he dropped his gun on the other side of a backyard fence. He was arrested 6 days later, according to the timeline, when he returned to the same neighborhood and was spotted by residents walking up and down Lindsay Street, searching for the handgun. He was unable to locate it before he was arrested by responding officers and charged with Al-Khalidi's murder. The 17-year-old shooter was sentenced with the maximum youth sentence of 10 years, with 6 years in custody, and the remaining 4 years spent under strict conditions and supervision in the community.